What is up, guys? Today we got a 2016 Hyundai Sonata. As you can see, it's kind of taken apart a little bit, and I got the electronic throttle body right there. And this is what we're trying to tackle today. Customer complaint is she was driving the car, all of a sudden check engine light cam, and she lost power. The car would not move past 15 miles an hour. So I came down there, scanned it for code, got a P2118. So I got into service information. First of all, I did some actuation tests, and we're going to go over that very quickly. Um, so normally, if even with the car not running but ignition on, you should be able to actuate the throttle body, through the pedal, of course. So when you press the pedal, you should see the throttle angle change. So here we got all the pieces that I may need for that. I got the TPS angle 1 and angle 2, which they go opposite of each other. One is starting from 5 going down, the other one from 0 going to 5. We also got the accelerator pedal that does the same thing pretty much, from 0 volts going towards wherever it's going. And okay, this is going from 0 to 2, and this is 0.4 to 2, and I think this one is going 0.7 to 5. Either way, we're going to check that out. And of course, this is the motor duty cycle that is actually given by the computer. So you should be able to see that the computer is telling it to kind of actuate, and then the voltage on the angle sensor up here should change accordingly. So now I'm going to put my foot on the pedal, and we're going to watch just these two, the accelerator pedals. Look at that. Changing, right? There you go. There you go. I'm going gradually all the way down. All right. So there you go. So 4 to 2 volts. This is what it is with the APP sensors, right? Let's look over there. Nothing changes. Throttle position sensor angle 1 and angle 2. Obviously right now it's disconnected. So you know what? Let me go and connect it just to show you that it's still going to stay the same. 1 second, guys. Sorry. And as you see, it's connected right there. Connector is back on. I'm just leaving it out here because I already got to the end of my diagnosis, and I'm satisfied, I think, with what I'm seeing. Sometimes that's how you figure out the theory of operation, by just diagnosing the car yourself. Because sometimes, service information to me, it doesn't give you the theory of operation like it should, with all the details that actually would make a diagnosis make sense to you sometimes, Anyways, plugged in. Let's do the SAM test. This is moving. No response here. There's no code in it, by the way. I already erased all of the codes, so that's not even, that's not a variable right now. No codes. So I erased the codes, as you can see. Okay. My APP is working fine, so I don't have issue on this side, inside of the cabin. So now we got only 2 situations left: a bad throttle body, or 3 situations, or a bad ECM, a driver, or a wiring issue. Okay, right. So the next test they want us to do, according to service information, which is under throttle body. When I looked for the codes, I have identified, so I see a couple of fixes. Most of them going to be the throttle body anyway, but I wanted to just be 100%. At this point, this code is setting right away. So what I'm interested in seeing basically is the ETC motor duty, which is, I believe, the command from the computer going back to that ETC. Alright, so let's go start the car and see if it'll come on at all, like even briefly before the code comes on. Check engine light comes right away. Right away. Right away. There's not even a delay. So could we be dealing with a bad PCM, or just a bad throttle body? Like, I'm just not convinced. I've seen some data, but the service information is very vague when it comes to what kind of repair they want us to do, honestly. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. All right, let's do some actuation tests and erase the codes. It's going to be those codes 12119, probably so. Yeah, 118. Okay, so let's delete that. All right, cool. Cool. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to active test. And let's go to ETC. All right, let me show you. That test is definitely working out. Hey, too, bro. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start button right there on the actuation test. So what do you make of that? It stopped on its own, so let me see again if it'll do it. Oh, now it does not want to do it at all. You know what I want to do? I want to check the voltage. Make sure I have enough voltage going to this actuator. If I do, and it still doesn't respond to this test, then I might have some other problem. Let me see if I have a code for it. There's a pending code, so it's not even there yet. So let's clear DTCs. Yes. All right, let's go to active test again. Let's go to ETC. All right, focus on there. I'm gonna let this thing just keep running and see what happens. Now it does nothing. All right, stop. All right, let's look at the wiring diagram quickly here. Hey man, we'll be dealing with the bad throttle body actually. You know what? That's what it looks like now. All right, let's go here. Come on, buddy. All right, so let's look at the wiring diagram quickly here. All right, home. Throttle body. All right. Let's look at the diagram or diagnostics. I think that's where the things are. No, not here. Close. What happened to the diagrams? There you go. So the motor, my motor is on pin 3 and 6. Okay. The power comes in pin 3, which is the white wire. So I'm gonna be back probe that went pin 3. Let me do that quickly, guys. So look at this. This is the terminal 89 and 90 going back to the throttle motor actuator, right? The motor itself. So we're gonna count from here: 85, 86. Look at the drag now. So 85, good. 86, good. 87, good. See, I can't even push it more than that. 88, no problem. Look at 89, all the way down. When I get to 89, look at this. Nothing. Look at 90. Nothing. These are the power and the ground going to the throttle actuator motor. So the dealer was doing some testing on this car before me. This about 2 years ago. That's the only, people who's been here. Look how loose those terminals are. I'm thinking it's probably my problem. It's not, having a constant, supply voltage to even turn this thing on properly. And as a result, you have all these issues because somebody went there and did some stupid stuff. Stuffed the terminal in wide open and left it like that. So let me try to see if I can fix them with this. Trying to get some drag back on it. Otherwise, what are we gonna do? I can't replace the connector. Wow, guys, look at this. This is crazy. Wow, 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 wow. This drove me nuts. Thank God I was about to check the resistance between those two pins, meaning between the PCM side of the motor supply voltage and ground, and on the corresponding pins on the or side of the connector on the ETC. Because if I didn't think to do this test, I would never find out that this was my problem all along. So the dealer, because they're trying to diagnose it before, because I guess they sort of caught in through some through a computer on it. Actually, they did throw a computer on it. So at this point, I'm not even sure what's going on. Was it before the dealer, because this was a used car they bought? Then they ran into this problem, and it was early on enough that they had warranty, and the dealer replaced it free. They replaced the throttle body according to the customer. They didn't solve the problem, so they went back in and replaced the computer, and it kind of solved the problem. So I'm thinking like that's all it was. Maybe they made a little bit better connection at that time, and they just rode off in the sunset. And the lady doesn't drive much. So all along, we had a pin fitment issue. For myself and every tech who's out there, please, if you're working especially on this type of critical components like the PCM, and sometimes it sucks. You don't want to take off the cover in the back and all this headache. You want to just go ahead and front probe it or whatever. Please, man, they got different size probes. Use the appropriate size so you don't do stuff like that. I wasted literally I don't know how many hours. But most importantly, we found out your oil is empty. This is very dangerous, because this car is known for engine problems because of low oil. And I'm just going to show you. Look at the dipstick, huh? Dry. Look. Nothing. Nothing. Completely dry. You're just going to ruin this engine. And your oil change. Oh my goodness. You got to check your oil a lot, because this engine is burning a lot of oil, and if you don't be careful, you're going to lose this engine, man. Please.